I'd be fast for this. Vamos.
Have him share his screen with you, because I'm about to stream.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. I can't share the car screen.
I'm about to add him. I just added him as a friend so he could run it. Yeah. Yo, y'all here?
This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Warren. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle. It's Loveland. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Back to the air one more time. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Third down, man. I think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it's a reverse. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Makes the grab. And that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The give to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front. With
ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown Wolverines. What a great play by the defense of paying it off with the interception return. They'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's ETN. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air, it's Beck. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the middle. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Quickly complete. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it, running it, and doing it in a variety of ways. And I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, it looked right there like the offense may have had him caught off guard with a jet sweep. Almost scored the touchdown. He just tackled up the wall.
Into the creative space on 3rd and short with the wide receiver. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking for a man, it's Warren. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's ETN. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look.
Fires one high and deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Michigan 14, Georgia 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Off the boot, looking for his man. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 91, set to kick this one.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. It's a reverse. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, handling the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. They run the reverse. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I like it. I like the play call. So many people get very conservative down in the red zone. Nice job of the offense. Get some speed on the perimeter. Try to make a play. Nice positive game. I like that thought process. Just a little bit different.
Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Well, it comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that...
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line gets set, first down. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. He's off to the races. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's ETN. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Orji. Looking to the end zone. Oh, picked off. He's at the 40. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! And these offenses are clicking already. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll need some urgency to get something on the board before halftime. 11 seconds to go. It'll be 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to pass, it's Orji. Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's ETN. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those little linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
And listen, I'm just trying to find a way to be positive down here, have positive gains, not run, QB sneaks and halfback dives, get the football on the perimeter with somebody with some speed and maybe catch you off guard. It wasn't a great play, but I got some positive yards out.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job on the offensive line.
Here comes the 2-point try. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen.
Looking for a huge play. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Zings it complete to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting in the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Edwards. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. It's complete on the right side. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 35, Georgia, 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw, it's back. They're bringing heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
These offenses, sometimes when they get pressed and they know they got to go fast and they got to put points on the boards, sometimes they get a little bit reckless, and they do right here. They give up the safety. Now down multiple possessions and kicking off. The chances of them winning just went way downhill.
Michigan Wolverines will take over. First and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
On second down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You know, as an offense, that's why you just run the ball on 3rd and inches like that. Because even if you don't get it, you now set yourself up in 4th and inches and give another shot. But you try to get cute, you try to get fancy, you want to throw the ball on 3rd and inches, now you take a sack, and now you have to punt.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth down attempts, they'll try it again. That's caught. It's Morgan. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
That's caught. It's Edwards. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Looking to throw it again. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. It's reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Orji. Got his man on the right. Bust through behind his pad. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, it's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job, staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Running toward the tape. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets it.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick it away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Trying to get to him. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got room on the return. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. It's a reverse. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. To the air, it's Orji. Unloads to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Looking for more room. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.